It's the Caleb
Well, speaking of recall, been a minute since I played that one, huh? Did I say brain power? Oh, please no. You ever wield a Library of Alexandria? Oh yeah. Today we saw one like 4th to last pick or something. Pretty nutty. Yeah, there's more cards competing with Library these days. Like the power level of the average cards has gone up. But replacing one of your basics for a library is still good. Still a good thing to do. It's still a card that you want in every archetype. Because it'll just beat some decks. It'll just beat some draws by itself. Ancestral Recall and Animate Dead play pretty well together. You can like use Recall as a looting, just like turn 1 Recall yourself, go to discard. I think I want Swords though. Swords is so good. It's the actual best removal spell in the cube. I'll take True Name here and try and cut blue a little bit. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Garber, these are 6 months, the half a year. Commercials reminding me to renew my Prime. Thank you, commercials. Wow, what a wholesome look at commercials. Yeah, Preordain, Palace Jailer, Deceiver Exarch, even Treasure Cruise. Like, just have 2 recalls in here. The first recall is going to find you a bunch of stuff, and so then the Treasure Cruise is very likely to be turned on, just like a second recall. I like the Preordain a lot. We did pass Twin earlier, right? In terms of this Deceiver. Could be a solid Twin start. And Palace Jailer is obviously great. God, these blue cards are all so nutty. I wonder what happens if I take Palace Jailer, if we see like any of these back. I'm going to take the P-Jail there. I do think Palace Jailer was like the best card of that group. But that other group was pretty good. 8th pick Mana Crypt, that is crazy, yeah. Mana Crypt's not good in every deck, but it should be good in at least one of them, huh? You would assume. You thought the last track sounded like Baker Man? Yeah, I could see that. I think I actually have this album on vinyl. Palace Jailer can be played in Control, but the True Name and the Palace Jailer here point us towards sort of like an aggro control deal, PH. 11th pick Solitude. Yeah, it sounds right. I think we saw one of those. Really not a fan of Malcolm. I think I'll Luris here, maybe. Lumeric and True Name are kind of cute together. Yeah, fuck it. I'd have to look it up, B-word. Oh, interesting, Peripheral. Thanks for the bits. Those Clogs folks, eh? They did put out that banger about the Clogs. Am I doing early access stuff tomorrow for Arena? No, I think you have to be one of their Arena special content creators or something. I don't know. I didn't see where to sign up, or maybe they send out invites. Usually they're pretty good at getting a hold of me more, Crow. But, I mean, they did just lose the person that did that stuff. They might just be getting their footing still. Interesting. Thinking about Triumph, thinking about the Eagles. What's Eagles, Flicker's is kind of good with Palace Jailer. I think I like the Disruption, though. The Absent here. It's in my top 50 Mark Chalice, not necessarily in everybody's. There's no, like, one list of top 52 cube cards, right? Could have been, Baus. Could have been. 4th is always worth splashing, This is the pack that had like 4 blue cards in it, so there's 3 other blue drafters. Exciting. Every once in a while I'll pass a piece of blue power and people in the comments will be like, what? Especially in YouTube. You get some real rancid comments. What a fucking idiot. And then you draft like this with the pack one, pick one ancestral recall. There's 3 other blue drafters. Great. This is sweet. And now you have to like, even if the recall ends up being a splash, just a light splash, you still have to, you know, back that up with investments in the mana base and stuff, so you can actually play it when you draw it. Certainly not free, Blue is great when it's not overdrafted. Second rule of Vintage Cube, blue is always overdrafted. God, these red cards are so good too. I'm gonna take the Fractured. That's the spot we're in. It's not a bad mystical. We got Swords, Recall, second Recall. Fractured's a good one though. Why tutor for a good one when you can just have a good one? I think I like the Batter Skull here. Little Baneslayer Angel action. Might even get to put it on the true name in the late game. Pivot to mono white. Nah, we're gonna play blue here regardless, but like worst case scenario, we actually have to cut the true name because we just won't have enough blue sources in the deck. Oh, we have a song request in the queue. This deck's almost over too. Let's play Peripheral's song request from the Clogs people, who made a song about one of Peripheral's favorite food groups. Dim Sum Paradise. Oh, this is already excellent. Rest is good with Palace Jailer, but I think I like Teferi here. Nice. Hello, Tundra. Mana's actually kind of good. That Tundra is a sign that we're like the only people in blue-white. But there's enough people scrapping for blue, I still want to try wheeling Teferi and stuff, right? Might give people ideas. Hey, sup, Sylvan? Yeah, Richard Fitter's gas, I'm Rendo. Just clunky, but it's gas. I haven't had dim sum in a hot minute. Ooh. I'm gonna grab that there, Caracas there. Card usually does something messed up. Mastermind's good too, of course. Is there good dim sum in Madison? There's medium dim sum in Madison. When I first moved to Madison, which was like 8 years ago or something, I dated a Chinese girl. And I asked her opinion on the local dim sum, and she was not high on it. So I never really explored it. So I think the last time I really had much dim sum, I was living in the Chicago area, which was like 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. It's been a hot minute. Yeah, Colonnade, Skydiver, and Blade Splicer are all interesting. The Resto Wield, or was that last bank? I'm just gonna take the Colonnade. Not gonna overthink it. Sarah getting back to Fairy could be sick. Miadme, thanks for giving a sub to Legacy Council. Congrats, Legacy. Cyborg Relic. It could be a good Talisman deck, actually. Yeah, give me a Talisman. Little light on playables currently. If we manage to somehow wheel a couple here, we'll be fine, but hey, the Resto did wheel. Love it. Is this an Ephemerate deck? It's a little iffy here. It's just like Palace Jailer and Skyclave currently. Mental Note plays with the T-Cruise. I'm gonna take the Mental Note. I don't love it, but... Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Dirty D, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 53 months. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you, Dirty D. You hope tomorrow's my birthday, too? Oh, they're always my birthday. I mean, if we'd taken the Blade Splice earlier, I would have liked the Ephemerate. We would have had enough then. Hi, thanks, Vandre. Hello. So one of the issues here is that we currently only have 15 playables. Let me take the Mox Pearl, that's one more in the land column. And our filler here is really bad. I'm gonna take fourth. Fourth wins a lot of games. Fourth white might win more games than Mox Pearl. We have that garden. We can tutor up with the Eagles, and our Talisman taps for red. I'm thinking about Image. I'm also thinking about Currency Converter, weirdly. Filters, fixes, all that stuff. We had a couple things worth imaging. True Name's kind of a sick one. Kind of like Jace. We had some really good ones to flashback, right? Recall, Swords, Fourth, Fractured. A lot of nice juicy ones. Some nice lands and white cards here too. Might get a good wheel out of that pack. How are we doing on playables? We need 5. This is feeling a lot better. How about our playable count? I think I'm gonna grab Sunfall here over the Sacred Foundry. It'd be really nice to be able to tutor up an untapped red source for 4th. Be the nice thing about the Foundry. I'm still a little bit worried about my playable count. Athari's good. It's not as good as 4th in this deck, but it's still good. I think I want Oust here. Or maybe Narset. Sarah Paragon rebuying Narset's kind of cracked. I think I need another efficient removal spell, though. I think we need the Oust. The Daze is kind of sweet. Headquarters is interesting. Take Council's Judgment. Sweet. And now we just need like one more playable here. Reprieve versus Spell Pierce. I guess I'll Reprieve. Reprieve's like a better card in general, but it's worth thinking about like what's better for your deck, right? What patches up more holes for you. The Spell Pierce might have been better, just curve-wise and stuff. I kind of want to get this Luminar Gasprint out of here. Oh, interesting. Mother Runes versus Foff. I think we can take the Foff. Just like all the cards are on the world. Priest for the sideboard, not bad. Starting to look like a really good Wrath deck. I'm thinking about that Sunbathed Canyon, though. Do I ever go up to 24 lands in heavy control? Nope. 24 lands would be a lot. 18 sometimes. This deck doesn't need it, because we have early draw spells. Let's hit our land drops. And Talisman and stuff here. I know I'm rando. I assumed I was just answering your question while being a little flippant. Cool. So not a ton of sideboard cards here, but there's that Containment Priest. Could be a good one. Yeah, we didn't end up with any counters, but our card quality here is really high, I don't know if I play this Headquarters. I don't think I do. I think we have too many comes to play tapped lands already, right? Between the Garden and the Colonnade. And Headquarters is just worse, and the Eagles already have 2 duels to tutor up that are just better. (6/3). I think we need more blue sources than this. This is 14 white sources. And 7 blue. Is 9 blue enough? No. Okie dokie. Yeah, the Crocus, Garden, and Sunbathed Canyon, and the Talisman, like all tapping for white. Yeah. I need some land drops, but it's really not a mull, right? It does not 5th. Maybe help you flip Jace a turn sooner than the opponent expects. For mental note synergies. Mostly there to juice up the T-Cruise. And it's just a cantrip. I kind of want to image this Pilgrim. Awkward. kind of hoping to play the Sarah Paragon this turn. Yeah. It does seem likely that we are dead. Is that scoop worthy? Probably. I guess we could see more of their deck. Oh, they only drew 3 cards off that. Basically, the way we win this is we hit a land, we Fact of Fiction, and then it finds us our 5-mana sweeper, and then just clears all the Torsten 1/1s and all that. Well, maybe not, That Final Shaman was probably going to get something juicy anyway. Alright, Priest comes in over... Maybe True Name. Could hold up Hardcast Days here. But, like, playing on the Talisman makes me not mind bouncing a land. And there's a good chance we just don't want to Daze for a bit anyway. Wonder what they're planning here. I guess. Kind of like Skyclaving it. I'm just playing Natural Order too, so solid chance the Containment Priest is still good here. If I was supposed to flash it in, I'd be serving with the Colonnade. I wouldn't hold it. I wouldn't have Reprieve up is the only issue, but maybe that's not a real issue. Maybe it should just be clock and hum. 8 damage this turn instead of 2. Is this the Church of Vintage Cube? Welcome, friend. You have arrived in the Promised Land. Doesn't matter, right? I think copying Resto and blinking Skyclave again is better than copying Skyclave here. They do get a 2/2, but... And now we just have like 10 in the air next turn. Shit. So we are going to lose our image. If the image wasn't going to die to its own ability here, then this would be a pretty bad absent. Like if this was a normal resto, you don't want to respond to your opponent's Parallax Wave trigger. It's a good way to get things exiled permanently. But it's a useful thing to keep in mind for your own Parallax Wave triggers. The Containment Priest is also very awkward against their Parallax Wave. Makes me glad I didn't run it out earlier, just for the beats. Once again, it's very tempting to serve with Image, but we can Sarah Paragon back. Or very tempting to serve with Colonnade, but we could Sarah Paragon back the Image, which is kind of cool. I think they have a lot of dorks for a reason. Hey, say a prayers. Thanks for the sub. Thanks for sharing that Prime. So our Unexpectedly Absent put it down too deep, and then they fetched out this this Surveil land that found the Parallax Wave right on top. Yeah. You wonder if Priest is good sideboard if they have Wave. I mean, it's not good against Wave, but it is good against Sneak Attack and Natural Order. So you still want to have the Priest in your deck. Just because it's bad against one of their cards. And, like, it's good against the cards that, like, actually beat you single-handedly. Right? Like, that's the scary thing. Because Parallax Wave is almost over. It's almost back. Almost have our stuff back. It's kind of cute. I got my stuff back. Cascade casts, right? Or discover. Does Rester Angel not trigger coming back in? It would trigger if we'd already had something in play, right? To blink. A non-angel specifically. The other angel that came back into play, you can't blink with Resto. That ends. So generous. Wouldn't be me, Bada Gaboosh. Would never be caught dead. I'm gonna recall here, and if we don't find a white source, oh, we did find one. I was gonna say, if we don't find a white source, then I need to daze that, but this is probably okay. Kind of liked binning daze. Having more stuff up for potential sneaks. A little bit less worried about Fellows now. Caracas handy. I tap like this because if they go red source, sneak attack activate, then we can absent whatever they put in, assuming we can't Caracas it. Hey, C-Stone Debate thinks 87 months, the 87 sexful months indeed. Appreciate you. Excuse me. Five cards in the graveyard for T-Cruise. A little fucked up. No, the questing beast can connect here, but they kind of have to spend their whole turn doing it. And then we just untap and clock them for more. Get the monarchy back. Bounce some stuff, exile some stuff, whatever. Yeah, Caracas is fucked up, huh? Yeah, they might need to either kill me or Parallax Wave me this turn. And if they do find Parallax Wave, like, it's probably fine for me too. Feeling good about the fourth pick over Mox Pearl. I wonder if I should, like, fucking have fourth, like, higher than power in my top 15. I wonder if that pick's just correct. You got it, friend. I think if you're in mono red, I'd rather have a Mox than Splash Forth, but Splashing Forth's even good there. It's just a matter of, like, which is better for your deck. GG. Well, then game 2 and 3, they didn't get to do those things. And we just got to beat them with higher card quality. And Caracas being fucked up. Yeah, the Caracas kept on trying to enter the battlefield and kept on getting rerouted, huh? Its plane flight kept on getting delayed. Why am I back in my hand again? Oh yeah, Caracas is good in everything. If I had my land drop already lined up, I don't think I'd be firing this off. Yay. Well, we got our land drops, That's a little scary. I think I'm gonna true name here rather than Teferi. A little better against hasters and the like. Having the true name down makes the Palace Jailer a lot better too, because they can't get this one off the board, right? So they play a haster and steal Monarchy, then the true name just gets it back. Yeah, right, PH? Crocus already good in Legacy, but extra fucked up in a format where half the creatures are legendary. Singleton. It's made me like value like Wasteland higher. I really want to get this garden down so we can play this fourth ever. What are the odds that they have a daze for me? Probably not high. So Chrome can trade with Teferi, or just eat Teferi, and then there's this incubator. I guess we keep the true name back. Would they have dazed on the recall chain? Well, we're several turns past that, right? They've had draw steps since then. We'll draw a card every turn of the game. Yeah, that too, Hippo. Feeling really good about my decision to leave true name back. Kind of like Palace Jailering the Phyrexian token. So the Blightsteel's in their hand. They must have a backup Tinker target here. Pretty glad they don't have Portal over there. Flash and Mag the Tinker, sure. Make sure I don't get the jewel cards. Very cute. Oh, no artifact for the Kappa. Yeah, I think we need to kill them. We'll see if they have a counter for me. So if we rest out here, we'll have 6 in the air, or 6 unblockable. Put them to 11, and then 4th could make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 2s, so 12 damage. It's not enough, huh? It's just not enough. The Crocus can bounce the Magda, so at least they won't get that treasure to pump Coppa Cannoneer. On board, it's looking rough, though, huh? This thing's at 8. They can tap that. If it resolves PH, if we don't die here, we'll see. Like, we don't just die to a counter spell, we also die to, like, a lightning bolt. Hey, sorry you're having a rough one, Pup Snap. Yep. Yeah, I was hoping the Fact of Fiction would find me either, like, Swords or Oust or Sunfall. Didn't happen. Or Council's Judgment, right? God, we actually had a lot of answers. Oh, well. Or a draw spell into one of them. So it goes... I guess I want Containment Priest there. Image seems sweet, too. Hull Breach is important to keep in mind, too. At least we got into Recall Hum early on. Really delayed our development, though, having to daze. Batterskull's kind of bad here. I think Batterskull should have come out. Mental Note should still be in. And not just because I drew Treasure Cruise and would love a Mental Note. Hey, good night, Mark. Tinker getting the imprint. Instead of playing on the plains, I think I should have been Deagle before I come to play tap land. This is fine, though. Running on Jace is good. I think flashing in Resto here is better. Get some actual pressure rolling. A little worried about a draw 7 from our opponent here. Really valuing getting that Hull Breacher down. But I'm having a fun time over there. I think I have to worry about Fractured on Hull Breacher. Yarp. Is Echo or something? It's pretty good. Oh shit, what up? Hey Gecko 21, these are 67 months. Kappa Cannoneer is scary, but on board the Jace can flashback the swords. Pay for that next turn, maybe. Oh yeah, Shady. Welcome to the Boomerland. Well, we answered a turtle. Fiery Conclave getting exiled is a good sign. We just got him next turn, right? This reminds you of DF Punk? Yeah, I can see that. This is TWRP. Their new album. I think this is actually off their new album. The new album rips pretty hard. Currently on tour. They have another album called like Together Through Time, I think, that I like a lot. They put out some bangers. Hey, Cena, 624 months, the 2 years. Oh, fun, Captain Maple Syrup. Yeah, the closest they were coming to me was Chicago. And Chicago's like kind of like a 3-hour drive. And I'm already going there a couple times this year. I think like 3 times this year, actually. I did really enjoy them when I got to see them. When I got to see them live. The crowd was really into them last time they came through Madison. I'm kind of surprised they haven't been back. Like it was a sold out show and the crowd lost their shit. Right, that's where I caught them, 7. I caught them with Ninja Sex Party as well. You saw them with Protoman. Yeah, that sounds like a sick show too. Well, this deck's been kind of pleasant so far, huh? Somehow just playing good cards. I guess it helps to open good cards. I need some water. It's a zesty start from our opponent. I'm going to recall on their upkeep, because then they won't have Hull Breacher mana. We won't have to discard quite yet. Sure. That's actually totally fine for me. It like eats up their whole second turn. Like now they're not cracking research. It's 94, practically the Autobahn. Are you talking about the highway? Hope I draw something to do next turn. Are they just gonna tinker me for the win? Well, they are tinkering. But they did not get Blightsteel. What's the best draw here? True Name? Smart Caleb's been activated? No, just Caleb that can see long distances. I was watching, I was cooking this morning while I watched Delicious in Dungeon, and my TV upstairs is blurry if I don't watch with my glasses, whereas my TV downstairs is like really close to the bed, so I don't get that. Is Delicious in Dungeon good? We like it a lot. I'd recommend it. I would expect most people to enjoy it. Well, that's bad for me. Yeah, the first, like, however many episodes are all food-based. It's like a cooking show mixed with D&D. And then the show becomes more and more D&D with a food motif. Things are starting to get serious, which surprised us, actually. It was kind of feeling like it was just going to be a cooking show for a while. I think there's like one more episode in the season. The cut in the last episode made me laugh pretty hard. Thought it was going to just be Dungeon Food Wars. I mean, the first like 5 or 6 episodes or so is literally just a cooking show. Like, it was the show that gave me that impression, not a... It's tinkered up currency converter. I wonder if they boarded out Blightsteel. Just because it's not very good against me. Bye, Breach. Oh, that's pretty good. I guess DAC and currency are pretty good together. Oh, we could fracture that DAC. And then DAC their Soul Ring, or DAC the converter. Just like have both. It should be 24 episodes. Gotcha. I only saw one more episode up on the list when I was checking earlier. But they might have just not listed them yet. Free Rent? Yeah, Free Rent's really high quality. It's a bit measured. You kind of have to be willing to chill with the vibes. Oh, they had Brain Freeze for Breach. They just never combined them. Well, that's fortunate for me, huh? Wait, hold on. Put a card exiled with currency converter into your graveyard? That doesn't work. Shouldn't it be its owner's graveyard? You can never discard a card you don't own? Well, that's not what this is. It says put a card exiled with currency converter into your graveyard. Hey, Joe the Thumb, thanks for the 70 months. Hey, what happened to the DAC? Shouldn't it be in their graveyard? Oh, Fractured exiled it. That's right, that's right. It was a token. Silly meme. Well... it just didn't go to my graveyard. That's cute, though. Look, it says your graveyard. Must be bugged. Yeah, right? How much can they pump this fucking thing? Twice? The meeting my flyers means that I can cruise for cheaper. Any of that track was pretty sick. No! God, it pumps their Kappa Cannoneer, doesn't it? Maybe they brick on an artifact for 2 turns. You think they got burst lighting again? Sweet. Yeah, Kappa has Ward 4, so if deck's gonna steal it, you need 7 mana. It's kind of a lot. Well, it's kind of a fast start for my slow hand here. Conscripts is a good one to know about. Copter's terrifying. I see what you did there, Fuzzy Cord. Oof, that Wasteland, huh? Like our draw was already slow. And yeah, they're getting with smugglers. God, what a combo, huh? What a combo. Every time they crew, they get a treasure. It's gonna take us a billion years to get this Skyclave. Might just be fucking dead over here. Watch me draw 4th now, where like a Mox Pearl would be game saving. I mean, we'd be fucking O2 without the 4th, so. Even if we do run into that spot. Swords to Pasha is our best draw here by a country mile. Could answer that Copter. Buy a little bit of time. Well, maybe I'm just fucked. Yeah, Nooch, I mean, the Blightsteel might have been boarded out because it's, like, kind of bad against us. With Teferi and Swords to Plowshares and Oust and Palace Jailer, all which the opponent saw. I think there's a good chance they boarded out the Blightsteel. It is funny that we were just cold to it, though. Kind of need a river removal spell for the Giver, so Skyclave can exile. Well, I guess they need to be able to crew the Copter and then give it protection. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Heencock, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 40 months, the big 4-0. Hey, Resto could be good. Could turn in here, too. How much different is this game if we're on the play, huh? What if the hand should have been mulled on the draw? Just slow. Yeah, shit. So now if I tried Skyclave the Copter, they could crew it and then give it protection. Last turn they didn't have a creature out to give it protection. So Skyclave has to hit Giver. Starting to not feel very winnable. I guess we can fairy bounce something and oust something. Like we can bounce the Copter and oust Porcelain. Yeah, we'll see. It's a good pick, Nooch. Yeah, I was hoping that I was going to get to trade with Magda here. This is 9 damage now. I think this is too much, putting me to 1. Yeah, I need the oust a little bit earlier. I mean, I think I just needed to mull into a faster hand. The Wasteland was pretty brutal, too, with how slow our draw was. I think I'm going to leave this as is. There's a temptation to, like, board in more early shitters just to block, but none of those are very good against Thopter. That was one of the big ones. I'm around to be on the play here. I got some good cards, good blockers. Mono blue from yesterday. We didn't draft mono blue yesterday. We drafted mono red. That deck trophied. Oh, we did draft mono blue yesterday, but we didn't leave that for future me. We played it out yesterday. That deck scrubbed. Just lost the die roll against some aggro decks. And all of our interaction was too slow. We have more spells than they do, Starknado. Thalia is brutal against me. Hey, there's an opener, huh? Yeah, I don't recommend Thaliaing yourself when you're like the mostly spells deck. Oh, fun, Heisenberg. I would say that I sort of like King Crimson. If I could have a superpower, what would it be? I like the ones I already have. Wouldn't swap them. Yeah, right, Dagon Crow? I'm with you there. Need that 4th mana. You want the ability to make bread stale? That was pretty good. I think it's funny to just do it back to them, even though it's like not really good. I mean, they do have an Ancient Tomb up. I guess we have this Canyon. Palace Jailer into Batterskull might be sweet. We'll see. Pretty glad I didn't leave a 2/2 back to block, because they could have just killed the blocker then. Got in 2 more damage this way. wonder if I need to play Batterskull there. We'll see. I wonder if Paragon plus Absent is better than Batterskull. On the turn after, we can revive Teferi. We'll see what they do. How good would Parallax Wave be for like either player this game? Just like stupid good, right? Are they about to play Wrath? What was this discard? Maybe they thought they could Wrath and then attack and connect. Everybody see this? Whenever Guardian of New Benalia lists a creature scry to, discard a card. Guardians of New Benalia gains indestructible end of turn. Tap it. Yeah, I think they thought they were going to get to attack in there. Well, that super didn't happen, This Fiery Confluence. Pretty real card. Hey, Obligatory Rory thinks the Sob thinks that 31 months. Ancient Tomb being tapped. Shit. This is lethal, This Canyon didn't deal me damage. Then we could Absent something. Like our own Serum. But tapping the Sunbait to play the Absent kills me. At least if I'd run out of the Batterskull, that also would have died. Well, shit, Yeah, poopsicles. Cool deck. Some nice games. Alrighty, folks. I need some water, and I need to go to the bathroom.